ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to PixelCulture, the best podcast you've ever heard. You just don't know it yet. I'm Mystic, and joining me today,
Staying styling.
Chaos.
Jellyfish.
we've got some shit to talk about. We've got some old news, but we never touched on it, so we're going to touch on it now. The specs for the Scorpio have been released, and it's a beast. It puts the One, the 1S, and the PS4 Pro all to shame.
Indeed it does.
So it'll be interesting to see what Sony does to catch up now. Because I remember going around, like, even when I worked at Hastings, like, I didn't have a preference, but just because I had an Xbox, like, everyone was like, well, fuck you, Sony's better. Sony's more powerful, games look better. And it's literally not anything a consumer can tell, like, by itself. It's just what they have been told.
The graphics, though, I will say, there are some games you can.
There are some games you can tell. That's true.
But generally not.
But even really to the normal eye, to, like, the average person, there's not a whole lot of difference. Like, Xbox 360 ran... or Xbox One runs at like 900p or some shit, and PS4 is like 1080p. That's not that big of a difference.
The thing that's kind of bugging me as a consumer myself, like, hey, I use my Xbox literally for gaming. That's it. I know there's people that have, like, you know, songs or movies or what, like, tons of shit, like how, you know, a lot of people do, but I don't. And I don't think it's fair that they have it, something that's so powerful in that kind of situation, and that be the new thing, and it costs like what, like $700-800 to get it. Like,
we don't know how much it's going to cost yet, but people are saying, people are estimating $400 to $500. That's average.
That's not.
Yeah,
bad.
it's gonna be a 600 to 700.
I'm thinking it's going to be like 6, because that's going to be selling it at a loss. So, but they got to do that. They got to sell it at a consumer-friendly price if they're going to want people to buy this thing, and if people are actually going to buy it.
Dude, same thing when the PS3 came out and the Xbox
360.
Yeah. Remember how, like, I mean, yeah, a lot of people bought it, but there was a lot of, like, they didn't do shit for PS3 sales for like 5 months because it was so expensive.
It was like
$500.
Yeah,
it was $700 when it was.
That's
first
right.
released.
Yeah, because it was
$699.
back compat and all that shit, and I was like, oh fuck yeah! And then I saw it, and I was like, oh, come on,
it's never gonna happen.
I'm not a dentist, like,
right, dude? Like, how can we afford this?
Yeah.
But they saw their mistake, and they released different versions that made the cost go down so they could sell it at a cheaper price. And immediately when they did that, I got a PS3. So it worked, and I'm sure a lot of people did.
With going back to Microsoft, is they've always thought about the consumer.
They have.
From first Xbox to Xbox 360, now Xbox One, now the Scorpio.
Even though they've kept the consumer in mind, that doesn't mean they haven't had their slip-ups, dude. Like the 360 red rings and the Kinect failure and the Xbox One launch, like, debacle.
But
thanks to Don Matrick.
Yeah, but still,
idiot.
The price, it was all pretty much around the same.
It's true. The PS4 and the Xbox One, they both released around the same price, and then even released different versions to, like, cut the price down even more.
Yeah.
And the PS4 has outsold the Xbox One in total, like, by quite a bit.
Yeah.
But the Xbox One has also outsold PS4. But also,
do you know why PS4 outsold Xbox?
Because Japan.
That, okay, good
because
point.
Xbox does not sell shit in Japan.
No Man's Sky. Remember how much they were like, this is gonna...
Yeah, they hyped it up, but...
So, and that made people buy PS4s. Like, I considered buying a PS4 for that game, and then I remember watching you play it, and I was like, this game is shit.
Yeah,
this game
boring.
is shit.
It was just boring. There wasn't anything to it. Apparently, it's better now, but I haven't...
Not worth... God of War, though, I'm considering buying a PS4.
Oh, yeah, that's a console seller, dude. That's exclusives, though. That's what they make those kind of games for, and keep them only on one console to sell more consoles.
And I love missing God of War. Like, I haven't played God of War for years, and that was my game that got me into gaming.
Yeah.
Thanks to this fucking guy sitting over there on that couch.
Dude, when the original God of War came out, it was like, it did. I don't know. It set the scale for those kind of games.
Yeah, that game was awesome.
No, okay, let's actually get into the numbers here. For the GPU, the Scorpio has 8 custom cores with a 2.3 gigahertz. The One has 8 cores at 1.75 gigahertz, and the PS4 Pro also has 8 cores at 2.1 gigahertz. For the GPU, we have 40 customized units at 172 megahertz. The One has 12 customized units. The PS4 Pro has 36, so still beating them there.
So is the PS4 Pro out now, or
yeah?
Because the S is out, right?
Yeah, the S has been out. The Pro's been out since before Christmas last year.
Oh, so
they've been out for a couple months.
Never pay attention.
We got 12 gigabytes of memory in the Scorpio. We got 8 gigs in the One and 8 gigs in the Pro. So, and they're getting very close to the 6 teraflops that they promised for power. And for comparison, the Xbox One has 1.73 teraflops. This is going to have
processing power that makes
6 teraflops.
Faster.
That makes shit faster, look better,
render.
You can do more, put more on the screen, make the game actually look like fucking
gorgeous.
That'll be the VR shit.
Like the cinematics that you see and shit, dude. And they have said that all Xbox One games will work on the Scorpio at higher resolution, and you'll have different perks. But they're leaving no one behind, so they're not going to release any games that won't work on the Xbox One that work on the Scorpio. So
needless to say, it's time to trade in the 360 and buy the Scorpio when it comes out.
Trade in the One, you mean?
No, the 360.
Trade in the 360. Well,
trade in the 360. Keep the One for the wife.
You ain't gonna get shit. If
you
go,
get like $20.
It's better than nothing.
If you go to a Microsoft store, you can trade in. Well, at least for when the One came out, you could trade in your PS3 or PS4 for like $150 in credit towards an Xbox One. So they'll probably do something similar. That's funny.
Going out of their way to destroy sales.
Right.
But then you could do it vice versa.
Yeah, because that's competition, that's business. So.
Yeah, dude. Well, all tides raise all ships, dude. Like, in this case. Like, if fucking PS4 is doing good, that means Xbox One's probably doing good too. But yeah, Sony has the benefit of millions of people in Japan that don't buy Xbox.
Well, then you have us over here in America that buy shit tons of Xboxes.
Shit tons of Xbox, yeah.
Multiple Xboxes.
This is true. We have 2 Xboxes sitting right here in front of us. Plus a 360, plus a PS4 and a PS3 and a Wii and a Wii U.
Actually, that does bring up a good point. Really, because like when I was playing games on my PS3, like there was a few games that would have like a world map and it would tell you which country or whatever province was lit up. Japan was just like a big glowing thing in the middle of the ocean. And when I got an Xbox, I played a same
in Japan was dark
combat game. In Japan, like there was like two or three dots. I'm like, really? Like,
yep.
I mean, it's cool. But
they don't think we know like shit when it comes to that stuff, dude. Like electronics.
Sadly, they're right.
Maybe we
it's
don't.
true, but I mean, we've imported from them for so long, so they're like, why the fuck?
See, like like in Japan, for all we know, like the PlayStation 3 is just like actually running at its full capacity over there, and we really don't.
And
have
we just
any
have like the
fucking
half, right?
We get the
which is probably possible because the PS3 over there is
their internet's way better than ours.
You get it over here, it ain't gonna work over here because it's like completely like everything's different. It's switched around.
It'll work. Nowadays, back in the day, like for Super Nintendo and shit, that wouldn't work.
No, like if you buy a Japanese PS3 and have it imported over here, and you go to a GameStop,
it'll still work.
You can't.
It should still work. It's the same hardware and everything. That's why, like in the beginning, you can switch your shit to like English or Japanese.
Maybe.
All right, let's move on. Battlefront II had a trailer coming out in November. They're actually adding a campaign to this, so it's not just going to be multiplayer.
Is it going to be a multiplayer campaign or Titanfall style?
Well, I'm not sure. That's a good question. I don't think...
No, I think that the ability to have somebody jump in and like help you roll through the campaign, you know...
that always adds more like replayability and just like a more of a
Yes.
fun factor to any game. I hope they take that route, but I'm happy that they're adding a campaign. There's going to be more areas covering all 3 Star Wars sagas. So we're going to have more places to go to, more characters. Looks good.
It's
So far.
actually like
First one's
probably...
fun.
This is actually probably turning itself into the next like biggest MMO.
Well, that's
MMO
because
style shooter.
Star Wars people freak the fuck out. They go, like even if
No,
something's
dude.
shitty and it's Star Wars related,
Like it
love
can fill every criteria from, you know, role-playing servers to, I mean, PvP servers, overall, like everything, role-playing, RPG.
They have a pretty. Don't they have like a huge, massive? Yeah. What's it called? Like it's like an MMO online for computers. It's called like Star Wars. So like,
Oh, they have the Old Republic and shit. Star Wars Old Republic.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, but I mean, it could be like, I mean,
Battlefront has like they can host like 60 people on a map at the same time. So I get what you're saying with like the whole MMO thing. But I don't. That's not like the main focus of
think
this
World
one.
of Warcraft, you start out,
But they
and, like,
should
you-
do that.
You
They
know,
should.
you can pick whether or not you want to be a Sith, you know, a Jedi, any of the fucking, you know, races, you know, that you choose from. And
Battlefront is
literally, you
about
can build like, I mean, just off of that, its own universe that it has.
Battlefront is about boots on the ground, though. Like, you're not a
Right.
badass, you're like a grunt, but then you can get whatever to be like Luke Skywalker for like 10 minutes or whatever. You know? Like, that's...
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But I'm just hoping they don't make the same mistakes that they made with the first one. Yes, it was fun. Yes, it was gorgeous to look at. They just did not have a whole lot of substance. Like, there was not a whole lot there. Didn't keep me coming back. Like, I keep forgetting that I have it for PS4, but I never play it. Like, there's no reason for me to play it right now. So...
Well, that's the thing though. If you don't play with your friends online, like even if it's a game you're not really into, like for me was Destiny. You all were into it, and I was just like, I'll give it a shot. And it took me a long time to warm up. Like for like the first 4 months I was playing with you guys, it was just like, and then finally like I gave it a shot.
We're not really good at like easing people into anything. Like
We just throw you in there.
we're just
No, that
crash
wasn't
course.
the problem. Just,
No, dude,
I
we
couldn't-
stick to what we.
I couldn't like the game.
We have our things that we stick to, and like if you can ball with us, you can ball with us. If not, like you know, have fun playing Mario Kart.
Alright, last thing. A trailer for Star Wars The Last Jedi has dropped. Showing a kind of a darker tone. We got Finn in some sort of like coma or something, like sleep, traveling somewhere. Rey is being trained by Luke. And we also got Luke saying that the Jedi must end. So we got a lot of shit going on in this trailer.
Oh, that was Luke that said that.
Mm-hmm.
I did not catch that.
But he says that, but he's also training Rey to be a Jedi, so... I don't know what chronologically order that takes place in.
Okay,
but like,
okay. Say the Jedi must come to an end.
Mm-hmm.
Is he talking about that particular Jedi?
He's talking
That
about...
they're going to
I
fight?
think he's talking about plural. Like, I'm thinking he's talking about Jedi in general must come to an end. Because, like, he took in, like, one apprentice, and he turned into a dick and killed Han Solo. Spoilers. So...
It's a little late.
That's true. But still, like... He got his friend killed, pretty much. So he doesn't want to, like, do that again. And the whole Last Order of Sith, or whatever the fuck they are, those are all,
Oh,
like,
then
disciples.
Luke should just fucking start manning up. You train the motherfucker. Shouldn't you be the one to put him down?
Bust
Like,
it up, Luke, yeah. Let's see some Luke action.
I know, that, like, or I mean, is he gonna have any anger? I mean,
hope
Han's
so.
dead, so
I hope so. He's a Jedi, though. They don't have emotions. It's true. They don't get emotionally attached to anything.
You know, the last time he did, he almost became a Sith himself.
True.
He fucked his sister. Sad.
It's true. They made out. A little bit. Just a little make out, dude.
Yeah.
It was just a little makeout session.
Whatever, man. It was Luke's desires.
It was Leia's desires. She did it to him.
He let it happen.
All right, and that comes out in December, so that's some sexy shit.
Or is that one of those?
Gonna go see that shit.
One of those silly dark secrets that the director puts in just to kind of fill his little fetish a little bit.
Probably.
Just to
That was
tickle the
George Lucas, man.
I know.
The man behind Duck Tits.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Duck Tits. Woo! Boom, 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 boom.
Do it! Just do it! Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it! Just do it!